Hey you guys, this is Heath, and this is my 3 months on testosterone update video. Month 3 has been really a lot, and so I've kind of not been quite as in tune with like changes that have happened on T as I probably was in month 1 and 2. I had top surgery this month, and I also was able to get my legals changed. So I've been really extremely busy. But I'll kind of jump into it and tell you some of the things I did notice on T for this 3rd month. Well, last month I talked about a lot of like hair growth. Month 3, that was probably the most significant thing that I noticed was continued hair growth. So before, the hair on my legs pretty much like stopped at my knees. Now it's kind of like creeped like all the way up onto my thighs. It's still significantly like thicker on the lower part of my leg than the upper part, but where I used to have like no hair up in the top part of my leg, I now definitely have hair, and you can see where more is going to come in, so that's cool. I was getting like a happy trail, and on month 3 that's really filled in a lot, and it's kind of like came up on my chest, so I don't know if I'll be able to show y'all at all, but I don't know if the light. You can kind of see it, and it creeps up, and it comes all the way up here. So that's been really great. I'm pretty proud of it. I know that's kind of weird probably, but yeah, it's cool. So I had that. So I've got that hair. Some of the fat has started to redistribute in my legs and probably like my waist area. So like, you know how like a lot of guys like they have kind of like their triangle shape, and then women are kind of like more curvy. I noticed that I'm starting to get more of the triangle shape. So my like shoulders are starting to probably like go out. I haven't noticed that as much as I've noticed just my legs seem like they're slimming up in my waist area. So yeah. Notice some fat redistributing. I can't really pinpoint it too much. I think it's just like just a little bit, but it's a start, so that's cool. And well, I've got that. Just had top surgery, so I've got a lot going on right here, and I'm gonna make a separate video kind of discussing my 1 month post-op top surgery and just a little bit of unexpected like chest dysphoria I had with that. So I'll make a separate video on that because that's going to take some time. Besides that, as far as hair growth, like on my arms, I always had like hair here, but it's starting to come up here. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. But I noticed that like the hair is starting to creep more on the inside part of my arms. It didn't really show up on here, but it's pretty significant. And then like right here on my hands, like I've got hair like on my hands now, so it's just like more of a masculine kind of hairline, so that's cool. I also noticed that it's not showing up at all right now, but I'm getting more vascular, so like I'll see more veins just like running through my hand, through my arm, even I've got one that runs through my chest right here, so that's cool. I've always really liked veins, and so it's been, you know, like I can see my veins if I like worked out really hard or whatever, but I'm definitely getting more vascular. So that's cool. Hopefully that kind of continues along. Like I said, I haven't noticed too much about my shoulders getting wider. And maybe that's just on me, because like I know it's happening. I've done some comparison pictures, so like I know it's happening. But I don't know that I notice it a whole lot unless I do like a comparison picture thing. I had a moment where I went shopping for like a new button down for court, whenever I went to court to do my legals, and I felt like I've been like, you know, getting like stockier, like whatever, feeling pretty good, and then we went to American Eagle, me and my partner, and I had like the realization that like a small button down at American Eagle looks like I'm wearing like my big brother's shirt, and so I'm still wearing an extra small, and I'm just like, dang, you know, I thought I was getting big. So yeah, I'm not getting that big, but that's okay. I haven't been able to work out because of top surgery, so that of course, like I'm not just gonna get big because I'm on T. But I thought my shoulders would probably be like widened out enough that like I could get in a small. But more time, and that'll be cool. So anyways, that's a little spill. So yeah, and the other thing is like facial hair is starting to come in. I'll like try to show you guys. It's not like super significant, but maybe you can see like I get some right here. It's starting to come in on the sides. It's really not too noticeable on the film, but it's starting to come in on the sides. It's pretty thick down here, and then like right here, it's coming in. It's pretty light, but like whenever I look in the mirror now, like if I wake up in the morning and like roll out of bed and look in the mirror, I can see like that shadow right there. So I know it's definitely like gonna come in. And that's really freaking exciting. I'm ready to have like some facial hair. Besides those, I haven't noticed any hairline changes like up on my head, mainly because I date a hairdresser, and so she's awesome, and she cuts my hair in a very masculine hairline pattern. So yeah, I probably would notice if I were maybe some changes if I would let it grow, and like I could see like where it was before and where it's at now and all that. But I haven't done that, so I really can't speak on that too much. As far as like muscles, so I don't feel like I'm getting bigger. I do still feel like I'm like getting denser, and so like my muscles feel harder. I haven't been able to work out, so there's not a whole lot of changes right there from last month. If anything, I feel a little smaller. So yeah, it happens when you don't work out. Okay, I'm trying to think of it. Oh, voice. Yeah, my voice has changed. It keeps getting deeper, which is cool. That's probably like my #1 thing. And it's like got me passing. Well, I hate the term passing, but y'all know what I mean whenever I say that, so I'll use it for right now. It's got me. Well, let me rephrase that. It's got me where people are gendering me correctly more often in public. I think my voice is probably the biggest thing to do with that. So yeah, I get gendered correctly a majority of the time. I still get gendered incorrectly. And I'm still kind of learning how to go about that. It really depends on the setting and the place and all that. I think I am better about being misgendered and how I respond than I was in month 1 and 2. And even like the pre-T phase where like I was out as trans, but I wasn't on testosterone, I didn't have any surgeries, and I was waiting on the things that I wanted to do. That was the hardest phase for me to be misgendered. I felt very like I was not affirmed, and it really minimized me as a trans person. I felt as my experiences and my identity. And I've gotten better about feeling more empowered to say something whenever I feel like it's appropriate, and to really just advocate for myself, which is really good. Because I was nervous in those first couple months that I wasn't going to be able to get to that place. I knew I would be able to, but it was extremely challenging. So yeah, I'm getting gendered correctly by a lot of strangers, and definitely a lot more people at work are respecting that. And so that's really, really cool, and I really appreciate that for everybody that's like went out of their way to make sure, they correct themselves and that they, I don't know, just make me feel affirmed, and that's really awesome. So I really appreciate that. Okay, so there's that spiel. And with my voice, that's how I got on that. I did my first like voice comparison that I like put on my Facebook, and so like people who knew me personally listened to it, and they said that there was like a big difference. So like even though I hear it, sometimes I convince myself like, I don't know if that's even worth posting because I don't know if other people will notice. But like I know 3 months on T for my voice comparison, that it was a significant difference. So that was like extremely exciting, and I can't wait for that to continue to change. So yeah, I always like to talk about like how I felt emotionally for my month on T. Well, for this third month, emotionally, I was pretty good. top surgery took a lot out of me in a lot of wonderful ways. I'm like ecstatic with my results; they're amazing. But it was surgery, and so with that, it's a very emotion filled thing. For the last month, I've been kind of coming out of that and getting back into work, and me and my girlfriend moving to Hawaii. I mentioned that like every video. We got like a little bit less than 7 weeks left, so we're like on top of it, just trying to get things done. And yeah, so emotionally I've just been go, and I think I've been doing pretty good, better than I would have done if, say, I had top surgery and was doing my legals like earlier, before I started T, or earlier in starting T. I don't know that I would have handled things as well as I have, so that's good. And I feel pretty good. I feel people always ask me if I feel like the testosterone makes me more emotional or less emotional, more angry or this or that, and I cannot say that I've been able to link any of those like feelings to like, oh, this is because of testosterone. Mainly because I have so many other factors going on right now. Just with I work mental health, so it's a stressful work environment. I am in the middle of a move from Texas to Hawaii. Me and my partner moved back in together after just taking some time to do some discovery, and that was the best thing we've ever done since. It's probably the best thing we've ever done together as a couple. Is whenever I came out, we took some time to really evaluate what we wanted for ourselves and what we wanted for our life together. And I'll talk more on that probably in a later video. But yeah, so I haven't been able to say like testosterone does this to me. I do my injections bi-weekly, so and I hope I'm saying that the right way. I do my injections every 2 weeks. I'll do fill it up to 1, so I think that's 1 cc. I think it's what they call it. So yeah, that's a little bit about testosterone for month 3 for me. If you have any questions or comments, anything like that, just comment below. Feel free to add me on Instagram. It's becoming_Heath. I've done a poor job of responding back to people on the Facebook. I do better on the Instagram, or not the Facebook, on the YouTube. I do better on the Instagram. So I'm gonna try to respond back to y'all's comments. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but yeah. Alright, the next video I make will be probably just like tomorrow or the next day, and it'll be my 1 month post-op top surgery video, and I'll show you all my results of that, which is really cool, and talk a little bit about some of my experiences throughout that month. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.